We've got ourselves a brand new banner with Zack and Sephiroth, and it ends the same day that the Cloud and Glenn one does. So basically, they're telling you to make a choice. Okay, so first and foremost, we'll go over Zack. First off, fit check, fire. Fire, absolute fire, just a banger. Moving on, back to the sword, called Stream Guard. It is a single target fire damage weapon. Is this the first magic single target fire damage weapon in the game? There's AoE ones. I'm not sure that there is a single target one that I can remember. I don't think there is. I think this is the first one. That's kind of wild. And Zack got it, of all people. And Zack got it, not Sephiroth. Okay, that makes sense. So at 120, it gives boost magic attack for all allies 30. This is very similar to the boost physical, but it's boost magic. Same thing. At OB10, it goes to 664 magic, 850% magic fire damage to a single target, plus 20% more damage if his HP is 70% or higher. So what this means is, as long as you're at high HP, you're actually going to be doing 20% over the 850, which is closer to like over 1,000. Yeah, 1,020 single target fire damage, which is by far one of the strongest elemental attacks in the game. Like by far one of the strongest elemental attacks in the game. And I don't even think it's close. I actually think, double check here. Yeah, it's stronger than this that we just pulled for, that I just went bananas about, right? It's stronger than this when you're above 70% HP, right? Which typically speaking, in most cases you are. But in the cases that you aren't, it's only 50% behind this one, and this was the new highest elemental damage. And so now Zack's weapon actually goes above that now, and goes to 1020 when he's at the higher HP ranks, or higher HP levels. So this weapon, very, very good. If you've pulled for Zack before and you like Zack, you should absolutely be pulling for this weapon. If you have not pulled for Zack, and you haven't really been using Zack, it's probably skippable, because I don't think this makes him good enough to like stand alone. And it comes with a little bit of boost magic attack, which will be good, because I don't know that he has access to a ton of boost magic attack in his weapons. So he'll have to do it almost completely through sub weapons. So he's gonna need a little bit extra help there. So that's good. So overall, Zack, fit good, sword good, both aesthetically pleasing and, you know, in game, they're both very good. So moving on to Sephiroth. Sephiroth gets the Protector's Blade, and he's got this all white fit, which I gotta admit, I kind of dig. It looks good. I'm used to seeing Sephi in all black. Look at his smug ass face. Look at his smug ass face. The razor aesthetic, he kind of does, doesn't he? Like the, yeah, you're right. Like the white razor mice. You're right. Yeah, he does. He's even got the little design down here, dude. He does, look at it. That's his sword. We'll just look at OB10. Boost magic attack all allies, again, still very good. He actually gets boost magic ability potency, which is very, very strong. So at 39, it gets him up to level 5, which is 60%. So what this means is when that little red diamond, when you're playing the game, and when it's completely full, you get like bonus stats. So instead of 25% extra damage on the red, you get 50% extra damage. What this does is it provides an additional 60% damage to magic-based abilities for Sephiroth when that red diamond is full. That's incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. Odds are you're probably putting this in the offhand though. You're probably putting this in the offhand, which means that OB10, you're gonna get half of this, which will drop it down to 19, but that means you're still getting an extra 30% damage just from this weapon alone. If you have no other magic ability potency on your build, right? You're still getting 30% extra damage. That's insane. Just from putting this in your offhand, like you're getting 30% damage. That's really, really good. The effect, I was wrong about Sephiroth. I thought they were gonna give him an elemental weapon as well, And instead, they gave him an AoE non-elemental attack with critical chance, which is good. Crit chance is good, but AoE is typically not good. However, they included a caveat where they actually increased the damage against a single target by 30%. So that actually saves this, right? Because originally, you'd be looking at this going, oh, it's 900%, yeah, but it's AoE, like you're never using that really. Like it's good for the few levels that have ads, but so few levels are the ads actually like a problem. So like you're stuck there looking at it going, do I actually need this, right? But this means that you don't care. Now it's useful for both. And now I think this is the first weapon in the game that can do that. So this is incredibly good. Incredibly good. Because what this means is that you get 30% of 900. That one I can do in my head. That one's 270. So this brings it up to 1170 for non-elemental magic damage, which is almost as high as the other non-elemental weapons that went up to that range before Tifa's Guide Gloves came out in the last set. So yeah, 1300 is the cap. That's the highest. So that one goes up to 1170. It's not quite as high as the others, right? It's not quite as high as the others, which is kind of a bummer because you're not really getting anything out of the the AoE portion of it most of the time. You're really not getting that benefit. And then the jump up damage is just okay, right? It's just okay. It's not bad, obviously. 1170 is very good. Like 1170 is very good. And if you are running into a combat with elemental resistances, then it's really strong, right? It's really strong. And they've been doing that a lot more recently, where like non-elemental damage is starting to become more relevant. So ultimately, the only reason that I would pull for this weapon is if I have a Sephiroth that has a main hand weapon, a good main hand weapon at OB 6 or higher, right? Because this is going to be an offhand weapon for him that'll help like kill off trash mobs and will be great for things like high score challenges, summon runs, like if you're trying to beat up some summons. Yeah, exactly. I didn't look at materia slots. I assumed they're good. Yep, 2 magic ability boosts and circle sigil boost. That's really good. What was the other one? I didn't look at that. Yeah, magic ability boost and then axe sigil boost. Okay, yeah, so perfect. These are great slots. These are great slots. You get magic boost up, you get sigil boost, all very good. And then the outfit for Sephiroth is boost HP, which is very good. Sephiroth currently does not have an outfit that I'm aware of. Did his fire outfit have boost HP? I didn't think it did. I may be wrong. But I don't think he has an outfit that has boost HP just yet. And then he gets magic ability mastery, which is separate from that magic ability potency that I showed you before, right? So now, without anything else, this doesn't add to the other one that you're getting already. This just gives you a flat 15% extra damage, which means you can max out your magic ability potency with weapons and then get an additional 15% on top of that with this outfit. So not only are you getting survivability with the 10 HP, you're getting 15% extra damage on your magic attacks. And on top of all of that, as long as you have a good OB 6 to 10 weapon in his main hand, he's going to be dishing out the most magic damage in the game, I would imagine. He's definitely very good. Both are very, very good. Unlike the Cloud banner for me in particular, and I'm speaking to my account in particular, right? I don't think I'm going to go quite as hard on this. I think I'm going to pull for Sephiroth's outfit only and hope that I get it in a decent amount of pulls, because I haven't gone in on Zack very hard. And I don't think this is enough for me to start to invest in Zack, where I've already invested in Sephiroth. So like, this just makes my Sephiroth a little bit stronger, and I can put his weapon on the wish list. We're gonna go over wish list right now. But I can put his weapon on the wish list and hopefully improve his weapon even further, so that way I have a good magic damage dealer. Because as it stands right now, I don't really have one. So it'd be nice to actually have a good magic damage dealer. And Zack's a good option too with this weapon. Like, he becomes very, very good for fire damage, and my fire damage is very weak. So like, if say while I'm pulling, I end up getting, let's say I get 3 copies of this before I get to Sephiroth's outfit, I may switch to Zack's, right? That's how I'm gonna play it. For wishlist, it's gonna depend on which one you wanna focus on. If you're gonna focus on Sephiroth specifically, there's a couple of items that you're definitely gonna want. If you do not have edged wings maxed out, this is his best magic attack weapon. This one also has like, this one's got some survivability. It's not very good. I think this is the only one that has boost magic attack. That goes up to a high enough level. This one only goes to, yeah, boost 31. And I think that was the only other one that did magic attack, right? So those are the only two that do boost magic attack, and the other one that does boost magic attack doesn't actually give you the max. It only goes to 31, where this one actually goes up to 46 at OB10 and 120, which is obviously very, very good. Because then you only need 10 more, right? You only, or 9 more even, which you can easily get from a sub weapon. All right, so if you're pulling for Sephiroth, if you have not OB10'd your aerial Frostblade, that's your first and foremost. That's got to be on your first, as far as like, it's just his best weapon. It's his best overall weapon for magic attack. It's just too good to not have in the wish list. So that's first and foremost, because that's going to be his one of either his primary or his offhand weapon. You're very likely going to be running the edged wings in one of his hands, even in cases of like, oh, they're resistant to ice. You're probably still running this. For the second weapon, you're gonna go up to Aerith, and you're gonna put on her Sun Umbrella, because this one boosts magic attack and also gives that boost magic ability potency that he also gets from his new weapon, right? So this is a really good offhand weapon for Sephiroth, because this is gonna stack with the other weapon that you're drawing for. It's gonna help get him over the threshold for boost magic attack, and help him get over the threshold for boost magic ability potency. And to be honest, this weapon is just very, very, very strong. So like having this weapon available on your Aerith is not a bad thing. And she's a really good debuffer as well. So it's good to have that weapon regardless. Those two weapons are locks. I think you have to have these no matter what. If you're good on the ice potency stuff, instead of looking for ice potency, you can take this off, go to special, and go to boost magic ability potency. And then you can go through every single one of these and see where boost magic ability potency is. Here's the one that Tifa has called Power Soul. It also goes up to 39 and has survivability in it, which is very good. I believe, does Matt have one? Yes. So Matt has one that's boost magic defense. This one isn't as useful in terms of like boost magic defense. It is good. Magic defense is good, but typically speaking, HP is king over the individual defenses. So the HP one that we just saw a second ago with Tifa is a little bit stronger. However, this one has boost 52 points in magic ability. So if you're really trying to get to the cap on magic ability potency, this is a really good choice. And I think that was the last one besides Sephiroth, right? Yeah, so Sephiroth also has a boost HP one as well. So like this is a really good. So if that's where you're going to try to like get all this stuff maxed out, that's how I would do it. I would just have this weapon in the back. I'd grab Tifa's as well. And then that would be his 4 weapons, right? So these would be his 3 sub weapons. This would be his main or his offhand, and then his new weapon would be his other on-hand weapon. And then for the 5th slot, honestly, I would just put in one of Zack's. Oh, I just hit reset. I wish this was reset the filters. I don't know why like they put the reset button there for resetting this. It should be down here. I would go and pull for Zack specifically. I would have Zack's fire potency weapon, which is this one here. Because this goes up to boost 52 fire potency, which is massive. And the elemental potencies go up to 100, by the way. But this one does boost attack, which I just reminder that this is good for both physical and magic. But the boost fire potency being that high is really, really important. So this is what I would put in the last slot here, just because this is really, really good for Zack. And it's just really good in general for fire potency weapons. So this is what I would put in the last slot as my 5th weapons. So in your case, Lemmy, because you've already maxed out this edged wings, and you're likely pulling in interest of both, right? Because your Zack is pretty strong too in terms of what you have available with Zack. So for you, in your case, you would also add another fire potency weapon on here instead of edged wings, and you'd be looking at something like a Red 13's collar is something that's really good, because this one goes up to at OB10 and level 120. It has boost 62 attack, which on your sub weapon is plus 31 attack. So it's almost halfway to the full, almost over halfway to the max. And it gives 26 boost fire potency as well, which is 13, which isn't bad. This one is also very good for the same reason. Boost attack, boost fire potency, and again, doubles as being good for Sephiroth. This is probably going to be the one you do instead of edge wings, because this is something that your Sephiroth can use, and then when he doesn't need to use it, you can throw it on Zack as a fire weapon to get some boost fire potency, get some boost attack. Both of those are really good. Obviously, you'll still have the Zack weapon that's on there that gives boost fire potency as well. And I think that was the only one that has boost fire potency that high in the sub slot, or in the R ability slot. Yeah, this one's boost HP. This one's also very good for survivability, HP and fire potency for the crew kicker. But yeah, I think those are probably the best calls. Oh, this one's perfect too. This one's boost magic attack and boost fire potency. So this one's really good too. It's kind of your choice at the end of the day with Zack, because he's gonna need a boost magic attack in the back. Maybe it is Barrett's Flame Projector, because it gives boost magic attack and boost fire potency. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. Either that or, again, the other Sephiroth weapon. But for me, it's a coin flip. I think they're both just as useful. And ultimately, boost attack is fine, right? It's fine. So for me in particular, since I'm pulling for Sephiroth specifically, this is going to be my pull list. This is what we're going to be pulling for tonight. On my stamp card, I'm going to have Sephiroth's sword and Sephiroth's outfit. We're only going to pull up to the outfit. I'm not going to go super hard on this banner. I'm not really interested in Zack's outfit. Again, unless I pull a bunch of Zack's weapon, then I will change my tune. But if I get this in relatively fast fashion, if I get Sephiroth's outfit in relatively fast fashion, I will also be finishing up this stamp card tonight, because this Water Arcanum, I don't know that we're going to see another water one soon, and I'd rather have it than not at this point. So we're gonna get the last 4 stamps on that as well, if we can. If we can't, then we can't. I don't think I have enough tickets to pull on the ticket banner, so we're good to go. Y'all ready for some polls? First draw, here we go. Oh, Red Chocobo! It exists! Oh man, I can't even be mad now. That saved us 6,000 gems. That's a massive difference. That's really good. Because again, for me here, I'm really only interested in the outfit. I want the survivability outfit. I want to have the flexibility with my Sephiroth. Yeah, that figures. No, that figures. That's fair. Yeah. We did get some 4 stars though, so dope. Wahoo! Well, Jesus, that was bad. That was a bad pull. That was a bad pull. Okay, never mind. We got 10 of the new weapon. 10 parts for the new weapon. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nah, not bad at all. Got to balance? I guess so. I don't think they have to. Oh, back to yellow again. Yeah, that figures. I got too excited. Sorry, game. That's my bad. Yep, that's on me. My bad. I'd like a 5-star or 2 here, though. It'd be nice. Just dodge to the left for me. Just go this way. Oh, dear. Nice. We got 10 more stamps for the... That's actually really good. That's really good. We got 10 more stamps. We got 10 more parts for the new weapon. That's not bad at all. I do want to get this weapon as well. This is a really good weapon for Aerith. But I just couldn't justify pulling on it. I just couldn't justify it on the banner. 1 stamp. Come on! Dakota, welcome on in. There we go. All right, you have to give me 3 here to make up for the 2 that we lost out on. I don't make the rules. I just, I just follow them. Pausers. I guess I'll take 2. Especially because I see Sephiroth and Zack and my heart just went aflutter. Did I get both new weapons? Pause? Pausers? Everybody hold on to your butts! Did we get both new weapons? We got 1! Let's go! Hell yeah, that's great. That's great. Did we get the second? Yes, sir! Let's go! Woo! Hell yeah, brother. I'm good. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. That's crazy. Oh my God, we got them both. That's so good. All right, I have to think for a second. All right, hold on. Do I switch the guaranteed weapon to Zack now? God, I think an OB1 of that is probably good enough to switch it. All right, so when I overboost it, what does it go to? 600, which means, oh, brain, 180, so 780% damage is massive. You know, okay, so this is important too. So I do have 330 of Zack's weapon parts, and I did forget about that, and that does matter. I've got 315 for Sephiroth too. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I think I could stick with Sephiroth because I forgot I have a ton of weapon parts for those two. There's literally nothing else that I was using weapon parts for on Zack specifically. So I have no issue using weapon parts on this at this point because this weapon's good enough. And I'd rather save Sephiroth's weapon parts because I get the feeling he's got another magic attack weapon coming soon. And I'd rather have the magic or the weapon parts available for that if I need it. So we're just going in again. Well, maybe. Oh, 2. Okay, good. Another 3,000 gems saved. That was such a good pull, man. I don't even think I care at this point. I just want the outfit. Like, I hope we don't get nothing, right? Don't hear what I'm not saying, Square. Looking at you. Don't do this to me. But like, that was pretty exciting. Come on, I believe in you. Fever, fever, fever. Do it. All right, so that's 2 for Sephiroth now. Red Chocobo! Oh, 3! Sorry, I'm good. I'm good. I want to dodge. Give me a roll. I need a roll. I need a roll. All these dead multis. What's happening? The hell's going on here? Come on. Another red chocobo! This is the greatest day ever, I think. What is going on? Making up for the bad stamp luck in the beginning of the first pull video last time. All right, so we get the outfit here. Son of a bitch! All right, so we got the outfit. Damn, look at him. I love that. I love that so much. Okay. All right. So let's pause for a moment here because I've got enough crystals to get Glenn's outfit immediately. Like immediately, I have enough crystals to get Glenn's outfit right now. I also have enough crystals to get another guaranteed weapon. The thing is, for me, like, I really don't have a good outfit for Zack, like, at all. This will be the easiest way to showcase it. We're gonna put a party together with the 3 of them. So if I currently don't have a real quote unquote outfit for Zack at all. This one was free and it's just him shirtless. His best weapon that I have for him that is not a free weapon is a weapon that only has heal and boost ice potency, which doesn't do me any good. I do have a Ifrit sword, but like this doesn't actually have any good R abilities on it, and it's a free weapon, so it's not even really that good. So his other best sword, ironically, that I have is the crystal sword, which is the sword that I would pull for if I wanted to have, you know, Zack be a good fire damage dealer. Because basically what it would be is his main hand would have this weapon, his offhand would have this weapon, and then he would just have materia here. This would be his outfit, and then he would have fire stuff in the back here. Where am I? Fire potency, here we go. It's like, who am I? Where am I? What happened? So I would give him, it would be this weapon for sure, because I think this would be, yeah, this would get his boost attack to 25. And then I would give him this survivability one. And then my flames projector is actually pretty high level. So I would give him this as well, and I would level this up. And then this would be his backhand stuff. Boost attacks at 25. This is all like almost perfect. Because this is gonna go up higher once I get this up to 90. It's not gonna go to the next stage though. So this is a pretty good look at what we're gonna be looking at. The magic attack for all this here will be higher. But this will be kind of what we're looking at. So plus level 5 fire potency, level 4 attack. This will be level 3. This will be closer to level 4. So that'll increase his magic attack by 50 and another 13% extra. It's just okay. I think he would need another magic fire weapon back here to really level this up to the max. But the problem is there isn't a weapon that increases magic attack and fire potency at the same time. So you'd have to forego the fire potency for a magic attack weapon, and I don't think that's worth it. So this you'd almost have to, it'd only get it up to 23 though. That doesn't actually do you any good. Well, it does actually, it does. I'm sorry, it does. Because his outfit has plus 5. So that would get it up from plus 3 or level 3 to level 4, which is another 40 magic attack. That's a massive jump. That's worth it. So you'd have to get this up to level 120 and OB10. And OB10. I mean, you know, what's a little OB10, my friend? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what's a little OB10? Honestly, I mean, that's the downside for Zack then, right? That's the downside. His attack is going to be like this. This is going to be a really good combination, and with the new Ifrit Bahamut summon, he's probably going to be one of the better users of that because he's using attack versus the individual attack stances, the magic attack stance. But yeah, that is kind of a bummer. I think if there was another magic attack fire weapon. Okay, so let's move on from Zack for now. Sephiroth is going to be built with the edged wings. His secondary weapon is going to be this. He's going to have HP and magic mastery. See, this is so good because you don't even have to invest in this now. Let's assume that he's not using any of the elements. He's just going to be doing his astral gate instead. And then for sub equipment, we're going to get all the magic potency stuff. Interesting. I mean, this is with a level 1 sub weapon and a level 1 secondary weapon. Like, his strength is going to be off the chart. 8200 HP is really high. No materia is even equipped yet. Yeah, this is so strong because this is plus 30% damage here, plus 15% damage here, on top of 2200 magic attack. And again, that's with a weapon at level 1, which is not going to happen. Where Zack is like, it's not that Zack isn't strong. It's good. I think it's just awkward, right? It's just awkward because you can't cap out like that, like Sephiroth can. Right? You just can't cap out like that. The alternative. Okay, so let's think about it a different way. What if this was the sub weapon, the crystal sword? What if the crystal sword was the sub weapon instead of this one? Right? Let's think about it that way because I think that's probably going to be the way to make this work. So what if this was instead of this one, which is boost attack 30 and boost attack or boost fire 24? What if we drop down to this? He's going to lose some stats. And then instead, which one of these gives magic attack? Is it only Arc Sword? 31 is not good. Yeah, it's too awkward. Well, and the point of it is Zack is meant to be a solo character, both in the story and like in actuality, like in Final Fantasy VII lore, right? So a lot of his weapons are built off of like him just kind of being a jack of all trades versus being incredibly good at one thing, right? And until these couple of swords have come out recently, like the most recent sword, his newest sword, when that sword came out is the first time he's really been able to do damage. Because like all of his other swords, they've been okay, but they haven't been anything to like, they're not anything good. Like this was his best weapon. It does 540%. It's a debuff weapon, right? And that's like all of his weapons. Like even the weapons that have some like good like oomph to them, right? Like this one, it has 940%, which is fine, but it's boost attack. So like it's still not as good as like a boost physical attack weapon in the same range, you know what I mean? Like it's still a good weapon, it's fine, but it's just okay because the secondary ability is fire resistance for some reason instead of being like crit chance or crit potency or something. And this is kind of what all of his swords fall into. So like this one and the most recent weapon that just came out are the first times he's really had a weapon that has like, you know what I mean? And deals damage. We're like, this weapon's good, right? Physical defense up is good, but boost heal with 40 ice potency, and it's not even an attacking weapon, it's a defensive. Like he's supporting with buff debuff extension. Like it's Zack's just kind of weird in this game. But again, like it's not gonna be bad. I just don't think he's your primary option in this, right? I just don't. I wish you could. And like this magic attack from the arc sword, like it might push you over the level, right? If you level it up all the way. Because if you level it to 890, you're gonna get 16, I think is where the magic attack would be 16. But he's just kind of a jack of all trades, and like this weapon does a good job of pushing him in a direction to make him not that and give him a little bit of an identity. But otherwise, it's kind of like it's just okay. And then for our friend here, he would be holding this in his main hand. He'd be putting probably the bravery weapon in his offhand. Let's assume it's the boost physical. Then he runs the water outfit. I don't have an outfit for Glenn at all. And then in the back, he'd be running water potency things. And this is the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards Glenn, is because of this. Because not only is this going to boost his physical attack up to level 4, which he couldn't get to really easily on his own. Oh, this is also a bad boost physical attack. Is he going to run into the same problem that Zack has? Yep, he sure does. Same exact issue. Well, and the difference with Glenn is that you can take this, which is survivability and water potency, and you can take this, which is physical attack and water potency, and this is gonna offset, right? Because this one actually has a high physical attack. So like if you level this one up, I think it goes up to 30 something, 32, I think at level 90 or level 80. Which would bring him up to plus 16. That would bring him up to 40. So yeah, he'd get up to plus 130%. That is slightly better than Zack. But yeah, they both kind of have the same problem. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. But they're both running into the same issue. I do think that Zack is probably the more useful of the two, if ever so slightly. Just because there's a fire summon available and Leviathan's not in the game yet. Let's keep going on this banner then. I'm going all in. We're all in, let's do it. Nice, okay, this is good. Good. I would like to get some more 5 stars though. We have had some really bad luck with pulls this time. I know that our last one went really badly, or I'm sorry, went really badly. Went very well in terms of like how many 5 stars we got. But I want to reiterate that that does not happen to me when I use my crystals, ever. Like ever. So it would be nice to have this like roll in our favor this time. Did you hear me, Cloud? Roll! Son of a bitch, dude. One. Okay, we get Zack's weapon guaranteed. Please. Give me something more. We've gotten one good pull. Game, you're killing me! You can't be serious right now. Wow. These have been bad. Like, this has been bad. Like, we've only gotten one pull with 5 stars on this banner. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I gotta keep going at this point. I'm too invested. I'm too invested. The stamps have been good, but as we get to. So this one's got a 5-star guaranteed no matter what. My goodness gracious. Thank you, God. Please let that not be for the guaranteed one, by the way. Tell me that I actually get something here. My goodness gracious. Golly. Come on, Cloud. Give me something good. Please. I'm begging you. Unreal. All right, well, we did get the Power Soul, which is good. So now we'll actually be able to complete that Sephi build. Hey, Red Chocobo again. Welcome back. We do get another guaranteed weapon, and now we're only 3 stamps away from Zack. I might actually still get them both. I might be able to get enough for 7 pulls in the meantime. The crystals they've been giving out have been very, very generous. So, the banners, dude. This has been wild. Oh my God. You ever wondered why I don't spend money on gacha games? Tonight is the reason why. That's absurd. This is absurd. Like that, the pull rates for 5 stars in this game is 7.5% for a 5-star. 7.5%. We've only pulled 2 that were not guaranteed. That's so unfortunate. The good news is though, is we're only 3 pulls away from Zack. Like I've had some bad pulls on the channel, but like these were by far the worst I've pulled for sure. Not even close. Not even close. The only copies that we got were from, I got 5 stars on 1 pull out of 10. Yeah, we did get good stamps. That is true. We did get good stamps. I'm not mad about that. Is it worth it? Well, so for Zack, I don't think so. I don't think so. It is good. Like it's really strong. But all 4 of these weapons are really strong. And if you had me rank them in order of like what the strongest is to the weakest, Zack would very clearly be the weakest in the list for me. Cloud, I think, is probably the strongest just because of what he has available to him in his kit and what other ice potency weapons are available to put in his sub slots. And then it's probably Glenn right behind that. And then Sephiroth is like nipping at his heels. I think the Sephiroth outfit and the Sephiroth sword would be really, really, really good if you had like a really good weapon for Sephiroth already. So like as an example, my Sephiroth is kind of built, but like I probably shouldn't have pulled for that until I had, let me see, I pull it up here. Until I had this weapon at OB6, which is the purple star here. Because once you get up to here, you get to 40 magic attack, which is really high. It gives you an additional, you get 35 points here, so you get a plus 100 and 30% additional to your magic attack, which is really high. And then the new weapon gives him magic attack all, which increases the magic attack for all of your allies, including Sephiroth. And then this gives him an additional 60 plus 18%, and that's to all of your allies. So like, it's a really good weapon. Like, and all 4 of the weapons are really, really strong. So you really can't go wrong here. And if you want your Sephiroth to be super strong, just pull in the Sephiroth banner. It's fine. It's no big deal. You'll just do like the wish list the way that I had it. You would have your wish list be something like I have here. So it'd be Edged Wings in this slot. It'd be Aerith's Sun Umbrella in this slot. It'd be Tifa's Power Soul in that slot, and then Sephiroth's Mithril Type 0 Katana in this slot. And then the last slot doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want for the 5th slot. But these 4 weapons are the ones for sure that you'd want on your wish list, because this is just Sephiroth's best magic attack weapon, and then these are the best sub weapons in my opinion to help kind of boost what he's already doing well. That's kind of the best part about Ever Crisis, honestly, is like you can just pull for your favorite character over and over and over again whenever their banner shows up, and you'll clear all the content. Like, the game's not that hard. We can get those swords upgraded and we can show off the Sephiroth build real quick. I think that's probably gonna be the best thing we can do to end this off tonight. Yeah, see, this is really good. This is really good. So this is what it would look like though, Lily, if you had this set up with level 90 weapons in these slots and level 80 in the sub slots. The sub slots are less important. But then he ends up with 9,000 HP at level 70. And this is before materia are even in. He's already at 2,800 magic attack, which isn't bad. And then we would just sort this by magic attack. Just give him best in slot magic attack. Doesn't really matter what. We'll give him Lazara. And what was his circle sigil for this one? X. This one X? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what he ends up with. 93,000. This is really strong. This is really strong. He's at almost 10,000 HP, 3,200 magic attack. Decent defenses, get an extra 10 and 11 defenses from my materia slots. This is really strong. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Question is he going to do a ton of damage? We're gonna find out together. So obviously with the non-elemental attack, you're not gonna see a whole bunch of high damage numbers when you're dealing with, or you're attacking with a non-elemental weapon, because you're never gonna see a super effective attack. So the only time you're gonna see anything higher is when you crit. So we'll wait until we're maxed out stance. All right, so maxed out stance, this is what Protector's Blow does. 7,100, super effective attack, 17,000. So you can see like the super effective stuff is obviously going to do a lot more damage. And this is without any extra ice potency on us either, which is pretty wild. But that's kind of what I meant with the Protector's Blow. It's a good attack, and it's gonna do a lot of damage to the things that are resistant. But yeah, so it's just okay at the end of the day. Like, it's just okay. I wish it was better. But yeah, Sephiroth got done a little dirty. And again, when this weapon's OB10, it's gonna do massive damage. But you really do gotta get it up there. That sword's really good, but like, overall, it's just okay. It's just okay. It's fine. I like the outfits though, so I'm gonna pull for them. But yeah, this banner is by far better. It's just the better banner. And this get up for Cloud is just so strong. It's just too strong. Because it goes up to 900% ice damage. It gives physical attack to all allies. It's too strong. It's just so good. Yep, at least now we know. And again, like I said before, this game is not that difficult in terms of clearing the content, so really you should just be pulling for the things that you want to pull for.